Hello and welcome. Welcome to learning session number 7, which is also going to be our last learning session for today of chapter number 6 of algebra, which is statistics. So far in this chapter, what all have we seen? We have seen how do we find mean, median, and mode when data is given to us in the form of grouped frequency table, right? Then we had seen the different ways in which you can represent data, okay, so that it is very easy to understand the data and extract information out of the data. So till now we had seen how do we draw histogram, and we have also in the last learning session seen frequency polygon. So you have seen two different ways of drawing frequency polygon. The first way is you first draw a histogram, and using the histogram then you draw a frequency polygon. And in the second method we have seen how do you find or how do you draw frequency polygon without drawing histogram. Okay, and in today's learning session we're going to learn how to draw pie diagram. So our objective for today is going to be students will be able to draw pie diagram. Okay, so what is a pie diagram and what are the advantages of drawing a pie diagram? So say for example we conduct an experiment where 120 students of standard 10 were asked which game they like. Okay, so one way of collecting this data is you draw two columns, and in the first column you write names of each and every student, and in the second column you write the answer they give. Okay, so if say someone writes cricket, you will write cricket in against their name. If someone says hockey, you will write hockey against their name, so on and so forth, and you'll get a table, right? But a better way to represent this information would be through pie diagram. How will the pie diagram for this particular experiment look like? This is how it will look like. Okay, so what are these shapes which have been formed inside the circle? Yeah, for example, ये जो shape है hockey के लिए, ये कौन सा shape है? How is it looking like? It is looking like a slice of pizza, right? So that slice of pizza shape has a special name. So that name is sector. Okay. So and where we had seen this sector, we had seen sector in mensuration chapter, right? We had seen how do you find area of a sector in mensuration chapter. So these are various sectors. Okay, so what happens because of pie diagram is giving answers to questions like these becomes very easy. Okay, for example, the first question is which game is liked the most. So if you see which sector has the most amount of area, cricket sector has most amount of area, right? Highest area. So your answer is cricket is the game which is like the most. Next, what percentage of students like Kho? Kho is here, and they've written 13% over here. So 13 percentage of students or 13% of students like Kho. Next, what percentage of students like Kabaddi? Again here they have written 10% for Kabaddi. So 10% of students like Kabaddi. So it becomes very easy to understand the data and extract information out of it. Which game is like the most, which game is like the least. For example, kabaddi का जो sector है उसका सबसे कम area, right? So kabaddi is the game which is like the least. सबसे कम बच्चे kabaddi game को like करते हैं. So that is what this data is telling you, and it becomes very easy for us to understand and read the data when you represent it in a pie diagram. Okay. So these are the steps to draw a pie diagram. Okay, again I'm not going to, like always, not going to explain any of these steps right now. For now, just copy all these steps in your notebooks and I will explain each and every of the step while solving a sum. Okay, so this is the practice set 6.6. There are total 6 questions: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So in the last two questions they have given pie diagram to you in the question itself. Okay, question में ही pie diagram दे दिया, and they've asked a few questions based on those pie diagrams. Okay, so these two questions have been omitted from your syllabus for this year because of the lockdown. Okay, so you all need not practice. Actually, you all can practice these questions. These are very simple questions. You all can do it just for fun, but just know that these questions won't be asked in the exam. Okay, so we only have 4 sums to master. So like always, I'm going to solve the first question completely for you all, and while I'm solving the first question, all you have to do is pay attention to how I am solving or how I'm drawing the first pie diagram. Okay, then the second pie diagram we will draw together. Okay, I will give you all a few steps to do. You will do those steps, then we will cross check our answers, and then we will move ahead. So that's how we're going to do the second sum, and then the third and the fourth sum you're going to do by yourself for practice. Okay, so let us begin with first question of practice at 6.6. The question reads, The age group and number of persons who donated blood in a blood donation camp is given below. Draw a pie diagram from it. Okay, यहाँ पे age group दिया years में and यहाँ पे number of persons. So 80 persons who donated the blood were in the age group of 20 to 25. 60 people who donated blood were in the age group of 25 to 30. 35 persons who donated blood were in the age group of 30 to 35, and 25 people in the age group of 35 to 40 donated their blood in the blood camp. Okay, that is what the data is trying to tell you. Now you have to make a pie diagram for it. So these are the steps. Our first step will be copy the table given in the question. So here if you see, I have just copied the table given in the question. यहाँ पे age group लिखा था, I've written age group over here. यहाँ पे number of persons लिखा था, यहाँ पे number of persons I've written, and यहाँ पे जो कुछ भी information horizontally लिखा था, I've just copied it down vertically. Okay, so my first step is done. The second step is find total of the frequency column. तो यहाँ पे frequency column कौन सा है? ये second column frequency है, right? यहाँ पे तो class दिया है, so this is your frequency column, the second column. So here you will find the total. So 80 plus 60 will come out to be 140, and 35 plus 25 will come out to be 60. So 140 plus 60 you will get as 200. Okay. Next we are done with the second step. We'll move on to the third step. Make the measure of central angle theta, in brackets theta. Why have we written theta? Because we generally represent angles using the symbol theta, right? So make the measure of central angle theta column and calculate the central angle for each data point. और कैसे you will find the central angle? By dividing it by total and multiplying it by 360. Okay, so I made a new column which reads measure of central angle in brackets theta, and what you're going to do is your first data point is 80. So you take 80 over here divided by 200. Why? Because 200 is the total, and multiply it by 360. Okay, so now you'll have to calculate this. How do you multiply two fractions? You will multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator, right? तो यहाँ पे पहले 0 0 cancel हो जाएगा, numerator में भी एक 0 है, denominator में भी एक 0, वो cancel कर दो. So you will get 8 upon 20 multiplied by 360. Again यहाँ पे एक 0 है और यहाँ पे एक 0 है, so numerator में से एक 0, denominator में से एक 0 cancel कर दो. So you'll get 8 divided by 2 multiplied by 36. Now what is 8 divided by 2? 8 divided by 2 is 4. So 4 multiplied by 36 will get us 144. So यहाँ पे degree लिखा है. Why are we writing degree? Because it is angle, right? And angles are measured in degrees. Okay. Our next data point is 60. So you write 60 over here divided by 200, which is the total, and multiplied by 360. Again you do some cancellations. Again there's no one correct way to do these calculations. Okay, तुम लोग कैसे भी करोगे calculations, it's okay, but the answer should be correct, and you have to do all these calculations in your rough column. Okay, so again numerator में से एक 0, denominator में से एक 0, you can cancel. यहाँ पे एक 0, यहाँ पे एक 0, you can cancel. So you'll get 6 divided by 2 multiplied by 36. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 3 multiplied by 36 will get us 108. 35 divided by 200 multiplied by 360. So denominator हमेशा same रहेगा, divided by 200, क्योंकि वो हमारा total है. And multiply by 360 will also be always same. Okay, why are we multiplying by 360? क्योंकि हमें central angle का measure find out करना है pie diagram में, और total circle का angle कितना होता है 360. That's why we are multiplying by 360. Okay, so how do you calculate this? Again you will first cancel 110. यहाँ से एक 0 cancel कर दो, यहाँ पे एक 0 cancel कर दो. So 35 divided by 20 multiplied by 36. Now there are so many ways to do this. So what I would do is I would cancel using 5. So 5 7s are 35 and 5 4s are 20. Again 4 1s are and 4 9s are 36. So you get 7 multiplied by 9, right? 4 9s are. So 7 9s are. 7 9s are. Yes, यहाँ पे तुम्हें 7 मिला, यहाँ पे 9 मिला, and 7 9s will come out to be 63. Okay. Again it's not important or not necessary कि मैं जैसे calculate कर रहा हूँ वैसे ही तुम लोग कर रहे हो. All you have to do is always cancel from numerator and denominator, and at the end you have to multiply numerator with numerator and denominator with denominator. Numerator denominator में जो कुछ भी common है you can cancel. अगर same table में जा रहे that you can cancel. Okay, however you calculate you should get the answer to be 36 degrees. Finally 25 divided by 200 multiplied by 360. Cancel 110 first. यहाँ पे एक 0 cancel, यहाँ पे एक 0 cancel. Then 25 and 20 both go in 5. So 5 5s are 25, 5 4s are 20. Again 4 1s are 4, 4 9s are 36. So 9 into 5, 9 5s are 45. And once you find the central angle for all data points, what you will do to check is check अगर इन सबको ऐड करके 360 आ रहा है क्या. अगर इन सबको ऐड करके 360 नहीं आ रहा है, it means you have done some calculation mistake somewhere. You'll have to check all your calculations then. इन सबको ऐड करके 360 आना ही चाहिए. Okay. So we are done with the third step also. We have made measure of central angle column and we have found the central angle for each and every data point. Okay. Now the next three steps I'm going to show you together. Okay. एक साथ मैं तीनों steps करने वाला हूँ. So fourth step is draw a circle and its radius. You've already drawn so many circles in your life already using the geometry box. Then you will draw various sectors of the circle according to the angles calculated in measure of central angle column. So third step में जो कुछ भी central angles हम लोग ने measure calculate किए उसको मैं circle के अंदर draw करना है. Circle draw करने के बाद and finally you have to write what each sector represents in the pie diagram. Okay. So for drawing I have to draw all this, right? So for drawing I'll have to move on to the drawing board. So I'll see you all near the drawing board. Okay. Okay, as you can see, I have drawn the table over here and now we are going to continue our steps over here. Okay, so what is the next step? The next step is to draw a circle and its radius. So for that we will need to use our rounder, right? You will put your pencil over here. The reason I am using a pen over here is because I want you to see the markings I am making, see the drawing I am making very clearly. That's why I'm using a pen, but you all have to use a pencil. Okay, always use a pencil in the rounder. Okay. So I'll have used a rounder many times. Just draw a circle using the rounder. Okay. Okay, so the circle has been made. What is the next step? Our next step was within the same fourth step, I think. Yes, fourth step is draw a circle and its radius, right? So we have drawn a circle and now we have to draw a radius. So just mark the center of the circle first. So here I have marked the center of the circle and now I will draw a radius horizontally. Okay. So let me do that. Okay, so my fourth step is done now. Okay, I have drawn a circle and I have drawn its radius. What is the next step? I have to draw sectors of different angles within this circle now, seeing the measure of the central angle given in this particular column, right? So I will do that next. For that I will have to use a protractor, right? This is called a protractor. इसको D नहीं बोलते. I'm telling you all again and again. This is not called a D. This is called a protractor. Try to use good words for these instruments. Okay. So this is the protractor. How do you draw different angles? So let me first explain the protractor to you. Okay. So whenever you want to draw an angle, you'll first draw a line, right? So you'll draw a line. Let me draw two lines. I've drawn a line over here and I've drawn a line over here. Okay. So what you'll notice is in the protractor there is always this. Give me a minute. Okay. So in the protractor there is always this horizontal line at the bottom of the protractor. Okay, you have to always use this line to draw any angle. So ये जो line है इसको तुम इस line पे रख दोगे. You'll make sure कि वो line नीचे वाले line से बराबर coincide कर रहा है. Okay, and this center should come at the edge of the line. Okay, protractor का जो center है that should come at the edge of the line. Now the problem is there are two sets of numbers over here. यहाँ पे नीचे कुछ नंबर्स दिए हैं और यहाँ पे ऊपर कुछ नंबर्स दिए. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ कंफ्यूजन व्हिच नंबर टू टेक. नीचे वाले नंबर्स लोगे या ऊपर वाले नंबर्स लोगे, राइट? सो यहाँ नीचे नंबर्स कहाँ से शुरू हो जाए? 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, so on and so forth. सिमिलरली ऊपर कौन से नंबर्स है? 180, 170, 160, 150, 140, 130, so on and so forth. So the question is which numbers will you take? Will you take नीचे वाले नंबर्स या ऊपर वाले नंबर्स? So that depends तुम्हारा लाइन कौन से साइड है. तुम्हारा लाइन अभी यहाँ पे राइट साइड में, राइट? सो राइट साइड से 0 से गिनना शुरू करो. यू ऑलवेज काउंट फ्रॉम 0, राइट? सो यू स्टार्ट काउंटिंग फ्रॉम 0 फ्रॉम द राइट हैंड. से फॉर एग्जांपल आई वांट टू मेक एन एंगल ऑफ 50 डिग्रीज. ओके, सो 0 से गिनना शुरू करो. 0 कहाँ पे? नीचे है, राइट? सो विल सी नीचे वाले नंबर. सो 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. सो 50 is over here. So I'll make a point here at 50 degrees and then I will join this edge of the line to this point, and this is my 50 degrees. Okay, next, say for example I keep my protractor over here. Okay, if I keep my protractor over here, let me correctly arrange it. Yes, so now my line is on the left hand side. Now when my line is on the left hand side, again I'll have to see कौन से ऊपर का नंबर 0 से शुरू हो रहा है, नीचे के नंबर 0 से शुरू हो रहे हैं. सो ऊपर के नंबर 0 से शुरू हो रहे हैं, राइट. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, so on and so forth. तो भी मैं ऊपर वाला नंबर देखूंगा. अगेन आई वांट टू ड्रॉ 50 डिग्री एंगल. ओके, सो 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I will put a point here at 50 degrees, and then I will join these two points. Okay, one edge of the line and the point which I just marked. So this is again my 50 degree. So if you notice, यहाँ पे हम लोग ने कौन से नंबर्स यूज किए, जो नंबर्स नीचे थे. whereas यहाँ पे हम लोग ने कौन से नंबर्स यूज किए, द नंबर्स विच वर एट द टॉप, राइट. सो कैसे तुम्हें फाइंड आउट करना है कि ऊपर वाले नंबर्स यूज कर लें, नीचे वाले नंबर्स यूज कर लें. यू विल ऑलवेज सी कि तुम्हारा लाइन कौन से साइड में. यहाँ पे तुम्हारा लाइन लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में है. बिकॉज द लाइन इज एट लेफ्ट हैंड साइड, यू विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम काउंटिंग 0 फ्रॉम हियर. ओके, सो 0, 10, 20, तो वो ऊपर लिखे है तो ऊपर वाला ले लिया. सिमिलरली यहाँ पे द लाइन इज ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड, तो राइट हैंड से 0 से काउंट करना शुरू करो. सो 0, 10, 20, 30 नीचे के साइड में, सो नीचे वाला नंबर को तुम कंसिडर करोगे. सो दैट्स हाउ यू यूज द प्रोट्रैक्टर टू ड्रॉ डिफरेंट एंगल्स. ओके, सो नाउ वी कैन कंटिन्यू विथ आवर सम. Our fourth step is done, right? Fourth step was draw a circle and its radius. We are done. Now, fifth step says draw various sectors of the circle according to the angles calculated in measure of the central angle column. So first angle कौन सा, 144 degrees. So I'll keep my protractor over here. I'll align the center of my protractor with the center of the circle, and वो जो प्रोट्रैक्टर वाला लाइन है वो परफेक्टली तुम्हारे रेडियस के ऊपर आना चाहिए. ओके, नाउ 144 एंगल. सो राइट साइड से है मेरा लाइन, राइट साइड में है प्रोट्रैक्टर के. सो आई स्टार्ट काउंटिंग 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, यानी नीचे के नंबर्स लेने. 144 will come somewhere over here. Okay, this is my 140. 144 will come over here, right? So I've put my dot over there. Now I will join and make a new radius. Okay. And as soon as you draw the sector, make sure you are writing the angle, okay, angle of that particular sector, so that you don't forget it and you don't have to again and again measure it. So this is 144 angle. So let me write here, it is 144 degrees. Okay, next is 108. Now for 108, you can always twist and turn your notebooks and answer sheets, right? So again I'll twist and turn my आंसर शीट. तो अभी मुझे यहां से 108 डिग्री बनाना है, राइट. सो अगेन आई अज्यूम दिस इज माय रेडियस नाउ. ये जो नया लाइन मैंने बनाया, ओके, आई विल कीप माय प्रोट्रैक्टर सच दैट इट इज कमिंग ऑन दैट पर्टिकुलर रेडियस, एंड माय नेक्स्ट एंगल इज 108 degrees, right? It is 108 degree. So I will now have to draw a 108 degree angle sector. So again मेरा लाइन राइट साइड में है. So I'll start counting from 0, 0, 10, 20, नीचे के नंबर्स लेने हैं. 108. So 108 is somewhere over here. So I'll draw a point over here, and then I will join. I'll join and draw a radius. Okay, so again I'll make it straight. So the new sector which I've drawn is this, right? The new sector which I've drawn is this. So ये कितना था, 108 degrees. So I'll put 108 degrees over here. Next 63 degree. Okay, so again I'll rotate my answer sheet, I'll rotate my notebook because that's much easier for me. Okay, so I'll keep my protractor here, and my angle this time is 63 degrees. Okay, so it is going to be 63 degrees. So जब भी राइट साइड में आ रहा है मेरे प्रोट्रैक्टर में, नीचे से नंबर्स लेने, सो इट कुड बी डिफरेंट फॉर डिफरेंट प्रोट्रैक्टर्स. ओके, सो एवरी टाइम यू हैव टू डू दैट कैलकुलेशन. अच्छा, राइट साइड में है, सो 0 मेरा राइट साइड से शुरू होना चाहिए, तो 0 10 20 63 कहाँ पे आएगा? 63 विल बी हियर. ओके, नाउ मेक अ रेडियस. ओके, नाउ आई विल मेक दिस, इसको सीधा कर लेता हूँ. ओके, and this is 63 degrees. Now this is a test. Okay, you can check whether you're going correct or not. ये जो last sector रह जाता है, that should automatically come 45 degrees. If it is not automatically coming 45 degrees, it means you have made some error or you haven't accurately drawn the angle. So this has to automatically come 45 degrees. Okay, and that is a very good check whether you have drawn the pi diagram correctly or not. So let me check that. Okay, and see here, now you can see it is coming exactly to be 45 degrees. So because this last angle is coming 45 degrees apne aap se, it means all my other measure angles are correct. Okay, so this I will write as 45 degrees. Okay, so now I am done drawing all these angles. Okay, I'm done drawing all these angles. So I'm done with my fourth step. My fourth step was what? Sorry, I'm done solving my fifth step. Fifth step was what? Draw various sectors of the circle according to the angles given in the third column, which is measure of central angle column. What is my sixth step? Write what each sector represents in the pi diagram. Okay, so what is 144 angle representing? It is representing the age group of 20 to 25 years. So I will write 20 to 25 years over here. What is 108 angle representing 25 to 30 years? So I will write 25 to 30 years. 63 degree is representing 30 to 35. So I will write 30 to 35 years. And finally 45 degree is representing 35 to 40 years. So that I have written. So I am done with the sixth step also. I have written what each and every sector is representing according to the table. Now we can go back to our presentation. Okay, now we have seen how to do these three steps. Okay, so now that we have done all these three steps, this is how your answer should look like. It should have the table which we had first seen, and this is how your pi diagram should look like. Okay, make sure you're drawing the pi diagram very neatly. If the pi diagram is not neat, marks can be deducted. Okay, also make sure that these angles are very accurate. Okay, once you draw the pi diagram, again keep your protractor here and check whether this is 63 degree, check whether this is 45 degree, check whether this is 144 degree, check whether this is 108 degrees. Only when the angles are very accurately drawn, you will get full marks. Okay, so that's your sum number 1, which we have just solved. Okay, now after you'll copy this in your notebooks and draw the pi diagram in your notebook, we can move on to the second sum. Okay, so the second sum reads, the marks obtained by a student in different subjects are shown. Draw a pi diagram showing the information. Okay, so एक स्टूडेंट को एग्जाम में कितने मार्क्स मिले हैं उसका ये टेबल इंफॉर्मेशन दे रहा है. So the student has scored 50 marks in English, scored 70 marks in Marathi, 80 marks in science, 90 marks in mathematics, so on and so forth. So in marks को इस डेटा को रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए we have to draw a pi diagram. Okay, so now you all are going to solve and in between you all will check whether you all are solving it correctly or not. Okay, so what is the first step? First step is to draw the table given in the questions. First draw that table. Second step is to find the total frequency. भी यहाँ पे frequency नहीं है, right? This is not frequency. But यहाँ पे डेटा क्या है? It's very obvious, right? तुम लोग इंग्लिश मराठी साइंस को ऐड तो नहीं कर सकते, तो किसको ऐड करोगे? You will add the marks. So you will add the marks and you will find the total. That's your second step. Third step is you are going to make the third column, which is measure of central angle column, and you are going to find the central angle for each and every subject, right? और वो कैसे find out करोगे? You will divide by the total number of marks and multiply by 360 and find all the find all the central angles, and once you find all the central angles, then you have to find the total of central angles जो आना चाहिए 360. तो तुम लोग का total 360 नहीं आ रहा, यानी तुम लोगों ने कुछ गलत किया. Okay, so I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause the video here and solve the do all these steps by yourself, and then we will cross check. Okay, and I'm telling you, unless and until you'll do this by yourself, खुद से जब तक practice नहीं करोगे, and till the time you don't correct yourself, you won't be able to learn. Okay, so video dekhne se you won't be able to learn. You have to actually practice these sums so that you learn. Okay, so I'll wait for 5 seconds for you to pause and do those steps. Okay, only table bana ke rakho, not don't do the next few steps. Okay, okay, I hope you had paused the video and you are done doing the first few steps. Okay, you have completed the table now. So first step was to copy the table as it is given in the question. So यहाँ पे subject, marks, so subjects वाला column यहाँ पे है, marks वाला column यहाँ पे, and once you write all the marks for different subjects, you will find the total. So the total should have come out to be 400. Next step was to make the measure of central angle column, and you find the central angle. How do you find the central angle? Just take the marks divided by total marks and multiply by 360. Okay, so just check whether you have got these central angles. First should be 45, 63, 72, 81, 54 and 45, and you have to also check in सबको add करके 360 आ रहा है या नहीं आ रहा है. If it's not coming 360, it means you have made some mistake somewhere. Okay, so now that you have completed the columns, what are the next few steps? You will first draw a circle and you will draw its radius. Then you will mark different sectors within the circle according to these angles that you have just calculated. And the final step is to mark what each and every sector represents. Okay, कौन सा sector English है, कौन सा sector मराठी है, वो तुम्हें pie diagram में mark करना. Okay, so now do these 3 steps next. Okay, and then again do these 3 steps after you pause the video, and once you're done doing the last 3 steps, you can again play the video and cross check your answers. Okay, I'll wait for 5 seconds for you all to do that. Okay, I hope you paused the video and have completed drawing the pie diagram. Okay, so once you draw the pie diagram, it should look something like this. Okay, so you must have made the radius here first. तो पहला कौन सा है? Sorry, give me a minute. Yes, पहला कौन सा है? English, right? So English के लिए कितना एंगल आया था? 45 एंगल. So you'll keep your protractor here. 45 एंगल पे एक डॉट बना दोगे and you will draw another radius and इसको 45 मार्क कर दोगे. The next is मराठी. मराठी के लिए 63 डिग्री है. So now you'll keep your protractor on this line. Okay, once you keep the protractor on this line, 63 पे एक डॉट बना दोगे and वो डॉट को लेकर तुम एक और रेडियस बना दोगे. So this sector becomes your Marathi, so on and so forth, and finally हर एक सेक्टर कौन सा सब्जेक्ट रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है वो तुम्हें लिखना. अगेन आई एम टेलिंग यू जस्ट चेक whether each and every angle of this is accurate. Okay, keep your protractor again and check ये सारे angles तुमने सही से draw किए कि नहीं, and check yourself कि neat दिख रहा है क्या. The circle should look very neat. If it is not neat, if I see some cancellations, if I see some corrections made, then you might lose your marks because of neatness. Okay, and this is true for all diagrams: histogram, frequency polygon and pie diagram. All these 3, whenever you have to draw a diagram, if it is not neat, the examiner has the right to deduct a few marks of yours. Okay, so we are also done with our second sum now. Okay, now we are now done with first sum, which I solved completely for you. Then we have seen the second sum. We have seen it. We have drawn the second sum. We have drawn the second pie diagram together. The remaining third and fourth sum you all will solve by yourself as practice questions. Okay, so with that we are done with this learning session. Just check whether you have achieved today's learning objective. If I give you a set of data, can you draw a pie diagram using that data? You have to check for yourself. And that is it for this learning session, and that is it for this chapter also. Okay, again I'm telling you, statistics has 12 marks allotted. Okay, options के साथ 12 marks के questions will be asked in board exam from this chapter. It's a very easy chapter if you practice well. Okay, if you don't practice anyway, कोई भी chapter तुम्हें difficult ही लगेगा. But once you solve a few sums from this particular chapter, this chapter becomes very easy and it becomes very scoring. Okay, so make sure you are practicing this particular chapter very well. Okay, that's it for this learning session, and that's it for this chapter. I hope we see each other again when we begin our new chapter. Okay, Till then, bye. Peace. Have a nice day.